Hey everyone! Right now, there are some pretty oppressive laners in the mid meta like Akali and Aurelia. When going against them, it's especially important to have a game plan so you don't fall behind early and end up feeding with how hard they snowball. In this video, we're going to be analyzing a gameplay from one of the best world's mid laners, Rookie, where he's playing Orianna vs Akali. He executes his game plan perfectly, rendering Akali useless. As always, let's break down the matchup first. Orianna is an AP control mage versus Akali and AP assassin. Orianna has more wave clear, more range, and more poke. Akali has more burst damage and all-in damage at level 6. Ori's main goal in this matchup is to harass Akali as much as she can before level 6 to try and get a lead, then when level 6 comes around she needs to play a lot more safe. Akali on the other hand wants to get to level 6 being even, then let the wave push to her, then go all in on Ori. Knowing this, Rookie's missions will look like this. Mission 1, push the wave. Since Ori is stronger earlier, she wants to push the wave in for pressure and to get harass windows. Mission 2, harass when Akali goes for CS. Akali doesn't have much kill pressure early, so this is when Ori wants to harass as much as possible. In Mission 3, bounce the wave and freeze. Ori doesn't want to be pushed up too far in the lane for long, so she wants to bounce the wave back to her and freeze to make it dangerous for Akali to all-in her and to keep her safe from ganks. Alright, let's get into the gameplay. As the lane starts, Rookie walks right up to Akali to use his Q for some harass. It's efficient to do this because of a concept we have talked about in a lot of different videos. When you're at full mana, it's essentially a waste because of mana regen. Then, Akali is looking to get really aggressive right away. If you watched one of our latest top videos where I was playing Akali vs Jace, I talked about how strong Akali is at level 1 since her Q is spammable and her passive does a lot of damage early. Rookie knows this, so he doesn't give Akali any chance to take advantage of it. But Akali gets a little bit of harass from using another concept we've talked about when playing melee vs ranged, where you turn around acting like you're backing away from the trade, then immediately turn around again, catching the enemy looking to punish you as you walk away. Then, as she's walking away, Rookie needs to harass her with autos since she's so far away from her own minions, another concept in every melee vs ranged matchup. If they walk really far away from their wave like this, you need to auto them as they walk away since their minions won't aggro you. And as he throws this auto, Akali turns around and trades that damage with Q. So just in these first few seconds of the game, both players needed the necessary game knowledge for the level 1 to play out this way. For example, if Rookie didn't know how strong Akali was at level 1, Akali would get a huge chunk and Rookie could actually just lose the lane here. And if Akali didn't try to take advantage of her level 1 by playing too passive, Rookie could just get free harass. It just goes to show how much goes into this game. Anyways, Rookie starts mission 1 using Q on the whole wave and to get it to push. Then, pay attention to where he's standing here. This is called spacing or tethering, and is a very important concept when it comes to laning, and especially on Orianna because of her ball. Spacing means he's standing in the exact spot where he can move the ball to hit Akali while also being safe from her as well. So when he's standing like this, it's constantly pressuring Akali to either take harass when going for CS, or to give it up, or to use her abilities to get it. This is used on every champion in mid, but takes a ton of practice to master. Then, when Akali walks up for a CS, Rookie backs up to get out of range of Akali Q and uses his Q as he's walking away. We just talked about a lot of stuff, and some of you may be wondering what the point is when it doesn't seem like he's getting huge payoffs from it. This is because this is high challenger Korean solo queue, so both players are playing well. If you apply all these small concepts in your own game, you would see huge payoffs. Moving on, Rookie is going to grab these few last hits and the second wave is going to arrive. Mission 1 is done since the wave is pushing, now he wants to work on mission 2 and get some harass in here. He hits level 2 and walks up, and look at the spacing again from both players. Whenever Rookie moves up into range to use her Q, Akali walks out of range, then when Rookie backs up, Akali moves back. After doing that for a few seconds, Rookie uses his Q and W, missing both. This is actually a big deal because of how much mana he uses here. As Orianna, you mostly harass with your Q and rarely use W because of how much mana it costs. Missing it like this is the payoff from Akali's really good spacing. Now Rookie is going to collect his CS and go back to pressuring Akali with his movement. There are only 3 blue minions left, so Rookie is thinking about mission 3 here. He wants to bounce the wave. If you were him in this situation, do you need to do anything to the wave here to set it up to bounce? The important part to determine this is how close the next wave is. So if we look at Rookie's wave, it's at his tier 3 tower, meaning the blue wave is also there. To get this wave to bounce, the wave needs to crash before the next wave gets here, so Rookie uses a Q on the minions to help him finish it off and crash it. I'm sure some of you are wondering, why does the wave need to crash there? What will happen if it didn't? If he doesn't crash it, the wave will freeze again in front of the tower, then will bounce after that one. But by that time, the jungler could be here to gank, so it's important to bounce the third wave. Anyways, the wave is crashing now, so Rookie wants to try and get some harass for mission 2. But Akali uses Shroud, so he backs off. Then when she appears, he's safe to turn around and get the harass he was looking for. It's important to respect certain abilities in certain matchups. When Akali uses Shroud, it gives her energy for more Qs and gives her an easy way to outplay your skill shots or trades, just like Cassio W, Fizz E, Syndra E. Abilities like this, you can't play too aggressive when they have them, but when they're down, you can get more aggressive. As soon as the Shroud goes away, Rookie walks back up into his aggro positioning again, getting an auto off on Akali. Then Akali walks up to get some CS, so Rookie does the same thing as before, backing up while using Q. Then, Rookie realizes Akali wants to grab this cannon minion dying under tower, so he walks up to threaten her ass. This forces Akali to use her E to get it, which is a bigger deal than you would think, because her E is her main form of gap closer, so it basically means Akali has no kill pressure or real threat until it comes back up. After that, we can see mission 3 is halfway done since the wave will start pushing back now. It's really important to not die at this point, because if you do, you would miss a huge wave. When the wave is pushing back, it's better to play safe and focus on freezing, then look to pressure the enemy mid laner. Since Rookie wants to freeze, he starts autoing minions constantly, but Akali knows what's happening, and uses all of her ability to shove in the huge wave, making it impossible for him to freeze. He would take way too much damage from the minions, so he's forced to let it crash. After clearing the wave on the tower, he doesn't know where Akali is, and the wave is going to slow push the other way if he just last hits. So he hard shoves the wave to prevent that and gives himself a nice recall time. As Rookie gets back to lane, the wave is already pushing back to him, so he's basically back to missions 2 and 3. He looks for some harass on Akali, but she dodges it with good movement. Now Rookie is focusing on autoing and hitting Akali plus the wave to thin it. This time, he thinned the wave enough to finish mission 3 and freeze. Akali really doesn't want to let her keep this freeze, so she tries to get aggressive using her Shroud, but it's not enough to push Rookie into tower. After that though, Shen walks through mid with Akali, heading towards his jungler in the river. He tries to ward the brush, but it has a pink in it and it's way too dangerous for him to walk any further, so he backs off. Shen catches him with a taunt right after though, but luckily Akali wasn't in position to follow up. This is still a really bad situation for Rookie though. He has no mana and 40% health, and him and Akali are both about to hit level 6. Akali can easily dive him right now, so he makes a really smart decision here. He goes for his recall now since it's a cannon wave and it's going to take Akali a lot longer to clear this than it would a normal wave. And if we look at the minimap here while he's in base, his next wave arrives before Akali can push the wave into the tower, which is perfect for Rookie. This means he will get back to a big wave and won't miss much from what just happened. He gets back to lane and collects the big wave under tower. The wave resets, so Rookie is just going to last hit here. This is because if he shoves, Akali will be back in lane soon and will catch the wave, but if he last hits and lets the minions kill each other, he can deny a few CS. Akali's back in lane now, so Rookie wants to get as much safe harass as he can. It's inevitable that Akali is going to look for an all-in, so the more health he can get off of her before that happens, the higher his chances of survival are. They trade a little bit, then when Rookie steps up for CS, Akali goes in with her ult. Rookie kites away to his tower, and Akali takes a tower shot, bringing her to 30% health. At this point, Rookie is pretty much safe since he's not low enough for Akali's ult to finish him. But she goes in anyways and takes another tower shot, and with the help of Ignite, Rookie gets the kill. Akali just got impatient with this. If you let Rookie push a little bit further, or he wouldn't be able to kite back to his tower as fast and would have needed to flash, or he could have died. Rookie shoves the wave to deny Akali a wave, then helps his jungler at blue buff, then recalls. He gets back to lane and collects his CS on the tower before moving into his jungle to help his jungler. He catches Akali and forces her to jump away. then looks for her again as she's walking back to lane. Then Shen shows up, so Rookie starts kiting away, poking Shen down while retreating. Then when Shen backs off, he ults him and gets an easy kill, then almost kills Akali as well, but she barely lives. This is something you can do in your own games. When the enemy support roams, it can be easy to feel scared and just run away, but if they are 3 levels down like this, sometimes you can just kill them with how squishy they are. Anyways, let's move to the recap. As the lane started, we went into multiple different concepts that both players were using in this small level 1 trade, but Rookie started his game plan by pushing the wave into Akali's tower, harassing as much as he could while doing that. He crashed a big wave in so it would bounce, then Akali made sure to shove the wave in hard to prevent Rookie from freezing. He shoved the wave to prevent a slow push the other way and took his recall. When he got back to lane, the wave was already pushing to him, so he went back to harassing and trying to freeze. He managed to get the freeze off this time, but Shen showed up in mid and caught Rookie with a taunt. Luckily, Akali wasn't in range to follow up, but it still put Rookie in a bad spot since he had no mana and 40% health. He took a really smart recall here and came back to lane without missing much. When he got back, his wave started pushing towards Akali, and Akali went all in a little too early, taking a few tower shots and giving a kill to Rookie. He pushed in the wave, grabbed blue buff, and recalled. As soon as he got back to lane, he moved to his top jungle to help his jungler and caught Shen and Akali in the river. Since Shen was 3 levels down and half health, Rookie used his ult to grab an easy kill on him, then barely missed a kill on Akali. Either way, Akali needed a recall and Rookie is going to be super far ahead at that point. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching.